Olivia of NubianQueen Nation and Connecticut Housewives. So I'm Connecticut Housewife this week. My sister's downstairs. She's entertaining. We have family in town. Well, actually, I'm in Texas. I'm not in Connecticut at the moment. We're here doing some care for family members. So I kind of thought that this was a good time to do a conversation for how do you know when to get help in the form of caregivers for your aging parent or parent. So I saw a statistic that said that 22% of aging adults are aging solo. So some of them have no friends and no family. So it's important that we know when is the time to say, okay, I can't do by this by myself, or they can't do it by themselves, and so let me get them some help. So even for our father, we have caregivers that are helping to support, like as a support team. So there's some things that you could notice if the person is living on their own, and one of those things could be if you notice that they're not taking care of their personal hygiene like they used to, like maybe not able to get in and out of the showers like they used to, then it might be time for you to get a caregiver. And the other thing is if you go to visit them and either the refrigerator is stays stocked, which means are they eating, and or maybe the refrigerator might be empty. Okay, so those are some signs that they may not be eating. Another thing is if they're starting to have frequent falls, more than one, or even one. The first time that they fall, you have to take some precautions and make sure that they're not trying to do some things like uh, I don't know, walking longer than normal, or trying to get in and out of the shower by themselves, or there's just a few things. But if you start to notice that they not stable on their feet and they're falling more often, then it might be time to get a caretaker. The other thing is, as you get older too, like they might be on a lot of meds, and it might get confusing as to when to take the meds, or when to stop taking the meds, or even to when, like, should I take it at, in the morning or in the evening? It gets kind of confusing. Because I know that even during the time when I was taking care of my my father, because my siblings and I take turns with the shared responsibility of caring for my father. Um, Even me refilling that medical box for the meds, the pills, it gets really, really confusing when they take more than three or four or five pills, so many in the morning, and then before meal, after meal, in the evening, before bed, all that type of thing. So that might be another time for you to say, okay, maybe I need to get a caregiver, somebody to help. And also, one thing I want to mention is if a person is, you might notice that your neighbor is now alone. Maybe they lost a spouse, or maybe all their children are gone, or whatever the situation is, that maybe you could look out for them, go in and maybe have a cup of tea with them, or, play cards with them. Sometimes people need help with ordering their groceries or having groceries delivered, even though they have Instacart and those type of things now. But if you're a person that's in their, 70s or 80s, you may not know how to download Instacart to have your groceries delivered. So that would be something that you could maybe help them do. The other thing is getting back and forth to church. There's a lot of people who are, again, they're doing aging solo, and they may not be able to drive anymore. So that might be something that you could do as far as getting them back and forth to church. And what are some other things? I'm just noticing from when, because it's been a while that my sister and I have been taking, and my other siblings too, taking care of my father. Um, so those are just some things that we've noticed. And then in all those things, make sure that you don't start to feel guilty in taking care of the elderly person, and you need to take care of yourself. And whether that is taking a walk, or going to the gym, lifting weights, taking yourself out on a date to see a movie by yourself, go get a massage, go get a pedicure. All of these things can help in aiding you, so that when you're helping your loved one, that maybe you won't build up any kind of anxiety or any kind of feelings because you're putting all your energy into that person. You have to stop and put the mask on yourself first, whether that's, like I said, self-care, going to dinner, whatever. Sometimes you just need some quiet time. Go into the library, read a book. Go to a bookstore, sit and read a book. But making it a priority and not feeling guilty about doing it, that's the hard thing. So that's all that I wanted to say. I kind of wanted my sister to join in this conversation, but again, we have family coming in from out of town and all those type of things. So if you don't see us, that's what we're doing. But my father had surgery. He's doing well. He's there's plans for another surgery. um, in upcoming, but they're trying to get his strength up so he can do it again. So that's why this topic is near and dear to my heart. So if you have any helpful hints, leave a comment down below and tell us what you do when you're caring for an aging parent. Or did you, put him in? He's been in nursing home too a couple times. Um, that didn't work out too well for us. And funny story is that he has a scooter, electric scooter that he has, and when he was in the nursing home, my 80-something-year-old father got a speeding ticket in the nursing home for driving too fast on his scooter. Yeah, he drives a Harley before all this, before the changing of life. He had a Harley that he would drive. So yeah, to get on that scooter and to take those corners like on two wheels or whatever. Um, so that's what he does. So that was we took the scooter away from him for a little bit, and next thing you know, when my sister finally brought the scooter back to him, uh, he made a run for it. He just got on that scooter, went to the edge of the road. He was watching the traffic. So, and I think it's just because they lose their independence, and it's kind of hard. Hello, thank you people for joining me, Kelly Hall and Celia Hill. It is kind of hard to take away their independence, or they feel like they're losing their independence. But another funny story is he was in the nursing home for less than a week or so, and I helped my sister to go shop around, found one that we liked in Texas, put him in there, and thank you. And so he was in the nursing home for a week. Uh, this man knew that he was in Connecticut, so he knew the names of the stores. He called up the HEB store, grocery store in Texas, and ordered some popcorn and some Doritos and his favorite drink, and had it delivered to the nursing home. So can you tell me, how do you do that from a nursing home without any money, without a credit card, and they actually delivered it? So, anyways, maybe I'll contact Netflix and write a funny story of all the funny compilations of things that's been happening with my father, as he grows older, the funny things, But so I'm just talking lightheartedly now, but there's hard things that come with taking care of your elderly parent, and then there's also really really funny things that happen with taking care of your elderly parent. Yes. Yes. So you missed the stream. That's, oh yeah. I think we didn't do it live last week also because or maybe we did. I'm getting confused now. But again, I was in transit from Connecticut to Texas. And Connecticut is home, but I'm here helping my sister take care of my father. He's in the hospital. Yeah. Did it pause for everyone else? Oh, kind of paused. So, anyways, usually my sister and I stay on for 30, 45 minutes to an hour. But again, we have family in town, so I just wanted to make sure I just kind of popped in for a bit. And if you have any, if you have any tips on what to give us for taking care of an elderly person, your loved one, then let us know down below. We appreciate it. So we'd also like it if you were to like and subscribe and to share this video with a loved one. And watch out for a neighbor. Go have some tea with them, play checkers or chess or whatever, or just take them out for a walk. Or you know what? My grandmother went before she passed away at 102. We used to just sit there and watch cowboy movies with her. And I'm not a person who really watches movies like that, but it brought her lots and lots of joy just to have us sit there and watch some of those cowboy movies were just on repeat too. But if it brought her joy, we drink a cup of tea and we watch the cowboy movies. Okay? So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for checking in, and check us out next week at this. Well, it'll probably be earlier than this time. We're live right now. Um, Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace and blessings. Bye bye for now. Ciao.